Hello, hello, Perfidious Pete here, once again ready to surprise and delight you with more failed stun attempts in XCOM The Long War. And based on how things have been going lately, I gotta admit, I'm starting to feel a lot like an early 90s Tommy Lee Jones tasked with apprehending a runaway Harrison Ford. Every single time I get him in my sights and think to myself, aha, this time I've got him, the slippery bastard jumps off the spillway of a hydroelectric dam. Our last mission was another car added to our freight train of failure, while we were down in Brazil showing the colors in an utterly pointless anti-terror mission, because Brazil's going to withdraw from the project anyway. Sir Sidney Poitier flubbed a stun attempt on a thin man, and then only a little while later obliterated a floater to eliminate a potential capture for Tara Reid. Not that Tara Reid was likely to succeed, because failure is basically the only thing she's good at. Honestly, though, I think, it's a guaranteed certainty that her ancient tribal blood curse would have manifested, and she probably would have somehow stunned Sir Sidney instead. So, now that I think about it, I'm wondering if maybe Sir Sidney's critical was delivered intentionally. Just he killed that floater in sort of a self-defense measure to make sure that there was no way Tara Reid could screw him. It probably was, knowing Sir Sidney. I mean, he seems like a pretty wise fellow. He's probably onto Tara Reid's game by now. As you can see, we're down to 12 meld, and we recovered none on our last mission, which is less than optimal. Although, actually, on Terra missions, I'm not even sure if there are canisters. Pretty sure there aren't. We didn't get a single promotion, despite killing a number of aliens, not even for low-ranking Taylor Lautner, who actually killed a Cyberdisc and a Muton, to his credit. And not even that even wasn't sufficient to earn a promotion. So since we're out of cash, down to low on meld, there's really nothing for us to do here but go ahead and start scanning, so let's get to it. Thank you, Dr. Shen, for finishing a laser lance, because, that goes on a mech trooper, which arguably your mech suit, hell, there's not even any argue about it. The mech suit that is attached to, potentially, is not finished yet, so congratulations on finishing that first. And in addition to having not the mech suit built, but you still haven't built the facility for us to create a mech trooper. Not that we have enough meld currently to do a whole lot of arm and leg chopping off of. Yeah, good work, Dr. Shen. Way to manage your time efficiently and prioritize the most critical projects. You're doing a bang-up job, Dr. Shen. Bang-up job. Sammy Davis Jr., of course, back in action. 30 weapon fragments for an engineer? Sure. At this point, I'll give you weapon fragments for a ham sandwich. It's the one resource I have an ample supply of. And like I said, ham sandwich, which is effectively what they offered, but I'll take it.
Contact detected.
Alright, so we've got a medium UFO. It's a raider. Low over Japan. Who's available? We got Panic Cross and Eggs Garcia. But Eggs Garcia makes a mean Ranchos Huevos. Not just because it's a nickname and because I'm stereotyping the fact that his last name is Garcia and he's probably good at like Tex-Mex style dishes. But he only has 3 kills and he spends most of his time in the repair bay. I'm guessing he just has a lot of time to practice cooking, and the other troopers probably make him, force him to make them breakfast. Seems like he would have a lot of opportunity to make omelets, so he's probably getting pretty good at it. Anyway, he's our ace, so we're going to try and open up with Lieutenant Panic Cross and just see if he can maybe soften this thing up enough for Eggs to go in for its throat. Alright, Panic, let's try not to live up to your name, I guess.
Bangs out.
Here we go.
Approaching target now.
Well, way to get forward by the first shot out of the alien's barrel. Nicely done there. Gonna maybe hit it?
Contact lost.
And that's why your name is Panic, because clearly
Contact detected.
that's what you do when coming into contact with the enemy. Well, it's up to Eggs then. Sure, he'll be damaged enough that he's going to earn some more time to practice his culinary skills.
Closing on target.
Or he might just fail to shoot the damn thing down since he hasn't hit it yet. Our air game continues to be the gigantic hemorrhoid that is bulging out of my ass. Ah, you guys are just fucking shameful. Well, let's go to the hangar and start... Gonna get a bucket and a shovel so we can start cleaning up that mess. Good lord, that's a wreck. So the Candyman, 4 days for repairing, 6 days for carrot, 7 days... Oh, that's in Africa. Not even looking at the right spot. Oh, we have old Brick coming back in 3 days, equipped with his avalanche missiles. That'll certainly shoot down the enemies. Fuck. Well, he's got 3 days of repair time, so we might as well go ahead and rearm him. I mean, Eggs is going to be out of action for 100 billion years. Avalanche missiles for Eggs, then, and an avalanche missile-equipped interceptor on a pilot with, I think, no kills. Yeah, that's effectively the same as having no pilot at all. So we're just going to go ahead and give him the fucking laser cannon and put him to work. It's going to be 7 days to get an operable, potentially useful fighter, so that's a worthwhile change. 12 hours and Eggs' avalanche missiles will be attached to what is left of his plane. Mostly it's just holes and duct tape. I give the guy a little credit, at least he didn't crash it into the ocean. He did manage to fly it back to base, so... Then again, he gets a lot of practice at flying damaged aircraft, so that's probably the other thing he's good at. Hey, we rebuilt the Shiv. That's gonna be, I think, Muffet Mark II, probably? A lot of troopers coming back. Some psi training finishing. Let's go check out the results.
We still haven't had a candidate respond positively to the testing. We'll
what are you talking about, Dr. Valen? We've had a bunch of candidates return positive to the testing. The first 3 people we tested came back positive. You've been spending a little too much time with your other hobby and not enough time paying attention to our research results. And honestly, I'm not surprised that Shia LaBeouf is a failure. I've seen Transformers 1, 2, and 3, and I think that basically says it all. Aw, Sung Kang failed? Well, that's a shame. Sorry, Sung Kang. Then again, you failed to make it into the 7th Fast and Furious movie as well, so... You didn't even get killed... I mean, seriously, you actually didn't even get killed in the movie. You got killed in a post-credits scene. Alien operations. So... We could raid an alien base if we... Let's look at new research.
Involved in creating these crystals. An organic machine capable of complex communications. We could spend years studying this technology.
Well, if you're in charge of it, Dr. Valen, we're guaranteed to spend years studying that technology. I mean, it is you, and we've seen your research speed, so you're not fooling anybody. We can manufacture a skeleton key. Alright, well, let's assign some new research, and then we'll go look into the skeleton. Advanced body armor is very tempting, but at this point, I honestly think we really need Gauss weapons. 5 days to interrogate. Two days for a floater. I'm not overly excited. You know what? I need Gauss weapons. We need better weapons.
I can only imagine what the aliens might be doing in an underground facility.
You know what? I'm terrified by that statement, given Dr. Shen's proclivity for alien snuff. She's gonna make us raid that base because she wants the aliens' porn stash. That's exactly why she wants us to raid the alien base. Good God, Dr. Valen, every time I think you've creeped me out just as much as it is possible for me to be creeped out,
as to how we might get into that
then
facility.
you just one up yourself.
Just give the word, and I'll begin manufacturing the key immediately.
I'm guessing we probably don't have the resources for that. Oh, no, we actually do. Well, it'll take 1,000 years, because it's Dr. Shen on the case, so... Yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. 2 weeks, Dr. Shen? You can do that in 2 weeks. It took you 12 days to build a laser pistol. I hate you so much, Dr. Shen. I hate you so much.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander.
Yeah, I traded them for 2 ham sandwiches.
Glad to have more help down
The engineers were actually incidental. It was actually just the delivery guys who brought us the sandwiches, and I just told them to throw on a, grab a hard hat and head on down to the foundry, because you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And hey, I was right. So back to scanning then. Alright, so our pilots, with improved avionics, that actually is a bonus hit chance for your air game. And let's face it, our pilots desperately need any kind of advantage they can get. Penetrator weapons helps pierce enemy armor. Again, any kind of bonus they can get.
Contact detected.
Well, at least it's not high. And whatever it's doing, it's gonna do it, because
Contact
nothing we can
detected.
do to stop it. Unless it lands, in which case we have a chance to stop it. So let's send the Sky Ranger, because if it's gonna do anything in the Asian theater of operations, this is the only chance we've got to do anything to thwart it. At this point, we should start putting down road flares and just sending out a lot of, like, humans with those little guiding cones that they use at the airport, just to try and wave the UFOs in to let them know it's safe to land. This is a landed small UFO, so we should have some reasonable levels of alien resistance, but I'm not taking any of our A-game troopers, because once the Super Sky Ranger project is finished and we have the skeleton key, I am going to raid an alien base. So let's look at what we can do with B-listers. So we've got top. So Justin Scarecrow Bieber would be our first available B-lister, but for a small UFO, I actually don't even think we really need a medic. I would prefer to save him for something a little more dangerous. We definitely don't need Paris Hilton. So let's start off with... Actually, I don't really want to send Jesse James either. Tay-Tay's going to be in the hospital. I mean, definitely she's going to be in the hospital when that mission comes up, which leaves Matt Lauer as our top assault guy. So let's really scrape the bottom of the barrel. I mean, we're digging deep. This is late game playoffs. You're on the 12th man on the bench style mission. So let's grab Wesley Tax's Suck Snipes and adjust his loadout, get him in the action. We are going to give Wesley... Wesley's aim has finally sort of risen to the level where, well, I make items available because I'm dumb. Anyway, heavy laser rifle, phalanx armor, scope, and a laser sight then for Tax's Suck Snipes. We want a sniper. What's our area of operations like? Lighter moderate vegetation. Yeah, we actually want a sniper here. Let's get somebody with... you know, Rihanna actually... Probably overkill. Let's get Amanda Bynes instead. Amanda Bynes is only a lieutenant, so she needs an opportunity for a little bit of additional EXP. And this is a small UFO, so I mean we can get away with some bullshit here. And back to the bottom of the barrel. You know what? Let's send the Olsen twins. Do you want to send the Olsen twins? Let's hold off on the Olsen twins. We do need a scout. Dominic Lockdown Purcell is available. Of course Tara Reid is available. When is Tara Reid not available? I'm not sending Tara Reid. Dominic Purcell's getting the call. Dominic, get your phalanx armor. Grab yourself a scatter laser. And we're going to give you an arc thrower. You know, so you can fail some more capture attempts, because failing capture attempts is what our XCOM project does better than anyone. We have mastered failure. What we got for gunners? I could do a 2-gunner mission. We need some top quality damage. Probably we don't need Megan Fox, however. We got 2 mobility gunners, and I think is Nicki Minaj. I just want to look at her abilities very quickly. Nicki Minaj is our Overwatch gunner. Alright, so we're going to take Nicki Minaj. Nicki! Shoot him in the kidney! Scope and a laser sight. Oh, you know what? Actually, if she's going to wield a Gatling laser, she should have that alloy bipod instead. And Olsen twin powers. Do we want to activate them? Let's see what we're missing. So we've got a scout, an assault. We don't have an assault. Well, let's get ourselves an assault trooper. What about Jonathan Keyquan? Or Sir Sidney Portier? You know what? Let's take Slick Shoes out. Little phalanx armor for short round. And of course the Dr. Ann Glass Memorial Shotgun will be in full effect. And instead of this flashbang, in case of Berserker, break glass or load breaching ammo. So breaching ammo for Jonathan Keyquan and his arc thrower. Let's hope the arc thrower works as well as his pinchers of power. We could use an engineer. I would like some AoE damage of some variety. You know what? Sung Kang just fresh off of a failure in the psionics lab. So probably not a terrible idea to put him out on a mission. Just give him a chance to rebound, sort of stoke his ego a little bit, just give him a chance to recover. And honestly, I really want another medic, so I think rather than activate the Olsen twin powers, we're going to send a Rocketeer. Where is Ian Ziering or Tiger Woods? Let's send Ian Ziering. We sent Tiger Woods last time to dubious effect. On the plus side, there was a time when he had a serious chance to shoot one of his own team members in the head, and he didn't do it, so we're going to get rid of that. He has shredder ammo now, so he doesn't need a shredder rocket anymore. We're going to give him a scope and an extra rocket. And then for our final unit, it's rookie time. We're looking for someone we can promote to be a medic. And ideally that person will have a relatively good willpower. I'm thinking I'm thinking Malika Tariq, actually. 43 will, 11 move, 4 health. We're looking for her to become a medic. Her aim is not as good as I would like, but we're going to go with it. Alright, PFC Tariq. Welcome to XCOM. Your career is likely to be short, horrible, dangerous, deadly, and in all ways not conducive to you surviving to retirement. I mean, this is your orientation. We're gonna throw you basically in hell on earth, poorly equipped, undergeared, outgunned, barely trained. It's probably not gonna end well for you, but we wish you the best of luck, and we do have wonderful benefits package for your next of kin. Also, make sure that you have filled out your next of kin card prior to entering the Sky Ranger, because once the Sky Ranger is in the air, your chance to inform us of who to pay your death benefits to has expired. And we need all the money we can get, and we're all about the fine print. So fill that out before you go, because if you don't, hey, you were warned. It's your own loss.
Dropship has arrived.
Well, specifically, it's your family's loss, because they're, not going to get paid any of your insurance stuff.
Australia has sent a number of requests for assistance, so that's our next drop site.
Operation Defiant
We've tracked the UFO
Jester?
landing site to an isolated location in the countryside. We should move in and secure the site.
Apparently
before the
somebody
aliens have
really
time to
pissed off
regroup.
Tom Skerritt, and he's gone rogue in his little A4 fighter and just flew away from the Top Gun project. Was he Jester, or was that Michael Ironsides? Ah, who cares? Tony Scott would know, could probably tell us if he wasn't dead.
This is Big Sky. We're in position near the enemy LZ. Strike One is ready to move on your orders.
I read you, Big Sky. This was a landing, not a crash, so expect heavy resistance.
Thanks for telling us that it was a landing, not a crash. Because there's only one thing that Central consistently gets correct, and it's whether or not a UFO landed or whether it crashed. That's the one thing they know. So, Dominic Lockdown Purcell is going to play Prison Snitch and start snitching. Now, you know what they say, snitches get stitches. So, be aware, Purcell, that this is a risky maneuver, but you're snitching anyway, so get in there and do your job. Or even get you a little snitch hat if you want, like that guy on Oz. No enemies revealed. Full cover then for Drifts a Lot. It's going to go on Overwatch. You want to get Amanda Bynes somewhere that has cover and is also elevated. There's a zone wall over here. There is not. We don't want to take Amanda Bynes that way, because it could potentially... There is a zone wall over here, however, so... Is there an elevated position that has any kind of cover? Yes. Let's do that. So Amanda Bynes preparing to snipe. Surf legend Ian Ziering. Just going to go stand next to a rock.
Roger that. Scan.
The one person on this cast, Ian Ziering, has a legitimate chance of outacting
Welcome.
that rock.
I feel
Overwatch. The rest of our turn's going to be pretty unexciting here. Just some very small moves.
On Overwatch.
And we're going to
Heading out.
make active use of Overwatch. Nicki Minaj. Oh, I forgot Nicki Minaj. It's not a mobility gunner. Nicki Minaj is a support gunner. So we're actually going to double move Nicki then. Don't anticipate that being overly important because we should not be spawning any enemies at any rate.
Roger that. Scanning.
But, you know, Nicki Minaj, everybody's drawn to that ass, and who's to say that doesn't necessarily apply to aliens? So I heard the sectoid skitter, but the one thing I did not hear there was the tromping mechtoid sound, and I honestly cannot remember the last time we found sectoids where they did not have a mechtoid along with them. That doesn't exactly fill me with hope. That's a terrifyingly stupid one. Although, forget the battle. This should not pop us. This should not spawn a pod, actually.
Moving.
Unless it's sectoids over here, which Nikki will be in full cover from. Oh, that's a safe move. Okay.
That's affirmative.
That's not cover. I'm not sure why it's not cover, but it's not cover.
Aye, aye, Commander.
And because I'm a fan of stupid risks, I'm just going to go ahead and double move Ki Kwan, but it didn't burn us there. This actually also should be a safe move, theoretically. Yep, alright. We got plenty of opportunities to get everyone in an optimal position. Let's capitalize. Snipes, I want you on Overwatch. If anybody's going to Overwatch a sectoid successfully, it's probably you. I'm betting on black, Wesley Snipes.
Aye, aye, Commander.
You will say always bet on black, and I'm going to, so...
Eyes on the prize.
Overwatch for Amanda Bynes. Ian Ziering, I honestly care less what you do.
I'm on the move.
As long as you don't swallow a grenade of your own, I'm comfortable with whatever you can contribute to the mission. Your only rule, don't kill a teammate, don't kill yourself, don't eat one of your own grenades.
You hear that?
I have minimal expectations from you, Ziering.
Moving out.
The sectoids have somehow moved over behind us. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. I think we're going to have Dominic Purcell deploy another battle scanner. I really need to reveal that pod. I do not want them behind me. So let's have Purcell advance to this half cover. And that did not reveal the enemy, so he's going to chuck a battle scanner over in Nya, just to see what we can see.
Scanner's up and running.
I guess it's nothing. Alright, so we have a sectoid and a thin man, and Dominic Purcell damn near hit one of those guys with it. Amanda Bynes gonna, well, she's gonna straight up jack a thin man. Or irritate a thin man. That's a very big pod, actually. So, two thin men and what appeared to be two sectoids as well. And suddenly Ian Ziering is not in a really good position. Can't see any of the enemies.
I'm rolling.
If we need to have Ian Ziering fall back after this, we will. Okay, you can see one unit. There's a 66% chance to hit it. I'm going to go ahead and take that shot, actually. Thank you, Ian Ziering, for validating everything bad I've ever said about you.
Adjusting sights. Affirmative.
So Wesley Snipes, we're going to have some less than ideal cover. He's going to go on Overwatch. And Tariq, why don't you advance to full cover there and take that corner cover. You're going to have no chance to contribute anything here. Jonathan Ki Kwan's going to come over and keep company, however, because Slick Shoes may be able to bring something to this fight. Actually, you know what? Driftsalot could do some good work with a grenade as well, so let's go ahead and get him over there. And let's hope they don't spit acid at that tile, or well, we're going to have a lot of troopers who are laying in the ground for a goodly while. Thin man is moving. That did not draw Overwatch. I'm surprised by that. Covering fire from Wesley Snipes. Hit, but it may not be enough to save his life. I bet on black, and looks like it came up short. Oh, actually, that's not that terrible.
So good.
Of course, we do not have a medic, which means we don't have a single med kit on this mission. And it's another thin man moving to flank. Nope, Overwatch. This guy will most likely take a shot or spit acid. That's an acid spit. Who the hell did he spit that at? Not even sure who that was. What's Sectoid here doing? Suppressing?
There's heavy fire in this
Just
zone.
winging some desperation shots. So there's a meld canister over there, and we really, really need to get some meld. We're almost out, but I cannot, in good conscience, advance in that direction. Nicki Minaj is a terrible hit percent there. So Purcell's going to be hunkering down. Jonathan Key Kwan could try for a stun if we somehow magically kill everything else on the board. I don't think that's too terribly likely. Let's start things off with Amanda Bynes, who has our widest array of potential useful actions, like killing. It's not going to kill him unless it crits. What's your shot at that sectoid? 61? That's no good, boy. Let's go for the long ball crit. We're not going to get it. Actually, it doesn't even look like she hit. Oh, no, she did hit, but not a critical. That Overwatch is a problem, and Dominic Purcell is... So, hunkering down. Snipes is also going to be hunkering down. And is the rookie... And the rookie is not covered in acid. Also, the rookie does not have a grenade. Actually, I think the rookie could get to here without triggering Overwatch. She should be able to, and she may have a shot.
Solid copy.
Alright, that actually worked out. I mean, she has a shot, not a good one, but she could eliminate the Overwatch, which would be huge. Or she could miss.
Damn it, missed the target.
So we got Jonathan Keyquan and Nicki Minaj. Dominic Purcell's gonna play He's gonna play Don't Acid Me, bro! How far can you whip a grenade, Dong Kang? Actually, probably far enough to do... Yeah, it's actually going to be okay. This might actually generate a kill, and it should eliminate that sectoid's cover as well. Well done. That's actually, it's not a bad performance there. That'll give us a chance to run and gun with Jonathan Key Kwan, which we are going to do.
Going in for the kill. Rolling out.
Now the question here is,
Visual on the goods.
do we want to risk a stun? Oh, he run and gun. He can't risk. All right, so it's not even going to be able to tempt me into trying something stupid. For once, the game saving me from my own stupidity. Jonathan Key Kwan, of course, cannot be saved from his stupidity and blew himself into a chunk of acid.
Double time.
It's going to eliminate pretty much any chance we might have had at scoring some meld. And that was a dash then for old Nicki Minaj. Nicki trying to haul ass, but with as much ass as Nicki Minaj has, hauling ass requires 2 trips. So, and our entire team has now been inundated with alien acid. Sectoid gonna run through it. Sectoid doing part of our job for us. And I'm not exactly sure what the hell's going on here. Apparently the cameraman wants to make very evident that we have a lot of troopers who are covered in acid. Go ahead and take that shot, Nikki. Nice overkill. Jonathan Key Kwan's gonna hunker down. Dominic Purcell gonna hunker down. Sung Kang, our one trooper not coated in acid. He could kill that guy with a grenade. Malika Tariq. Done hunker. Ian Ziering. Yeah, shoot a rocket, Ian. That's exactly what we wanted you to do. Don't hunker down. Why don't you just take damage yourself, panic, and then fire a rocket at Wesley Snipes' head? That'd be fucking brilliant. Go ahead and hunker down. Amanda Bynes does not have a shot.
Heading there now.
How about now? Still no, huh?
Back online.
Oh, you can go ahead and reload, Amanda. Where is that thin man? Suddenly no one can see the thin man. That's pathing through acid. That is not.
I'm on the move.
Alright, so there's the thin man. What's your shot like? Not good enough. We need the guaranteed slug here, so Jonathan Key Kwan gonna blow up some weapon fragments, but I'll trade him for ham sandwiches, so I don't really care. That's a thin man dead and nobody getting covered in acid, so... And there goes one of our meld canisters. Is Dominic Purcell covered in goo still? Let's see. Are you covered in goo, Dominic Purcell? Of course you are. One guy who might have been close enough to retrieve that meld canister, Jonathan Key Kwan. Well, that one's closed. So, a meldless mission, which is not what we needed based on the number of mech troopers I'm hopeful to try and build in the near future. It's just not going to happen. And I could run Jonathan Key Kwan straight up to this ship, but I'm actually not really liking that idea too terribly much.
Aye, aye,
Let's move him here just to see if it pops anything. It did not. I'm actually going to have Jonathan Key Kwan reload. Sun Kang, the only other trooper not covered in acid. It's going to move to that full cover. Go ahead and hide behind that tree, Amanda. Amanda's going to go have a conversation with a tree. Won't be the first conversation Amanda Bynes has had with an inanimate object, I assure you. Of course, you know, Amanda Bynes has a legitimate mental illness, and as I've said many times, there's nothing funny about that.
Okay.
Please tell me Ian Ziering's not still covered in goo. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You're real excited there, Ian. I'm not sure what about, but I like your attitude at least. You're gung-ho. If only you were useful and gung-ho. I mean, that would be something. More sectoids, which leads me to believe we have more sectoids than thin men. Nicki Minaj not covered in acid. We need to have somebody go take a look in that ship. Not Jonathan Key Kwan. Good Lord, Dominic Purcell. Carry some wet wipes or something, man. Tell you what, when Dominic Purcell goes acid, he goes acid all the way.
Heading there now.
See if Sun Kang can get an eye on anything in that ship. Nope. Alright, so it's going to be Overwatch for Kang. Amanda Bynes is going to just rejigger slightly and Overwatch. Surf God Ian Ziering's going to surf his way over behind this tree. Now, honestly, if it was actually Ian Ziering surfing anywhere, he would have surfed straight into the tree.
Let's do this.
Dash move for snipes. Nikki? I don't want to look in that ship yet. Why don't you advance to there? Honestly, I'm not sure why I did that. It's gonna... That does nothing for it. Nothing. I'm not moving you there. Just hunker down. Sing a chorus from Pink Friday or something. I don't know. Entertain yourself.
On Overwatch.
Overwatch for Quan. Rookie Tariq here. Finally got the acid off of her armor. She's going to have to dash to do anything. Starting to regret bringing that Riggy. If she levels up, you know, maybe revisit that decision. But as it stands, I completely moved the wrong unit. That was not supposed to be Nicki Minaj. It was supposed to be Sun Kang. Or rather, Jonathan Key Kwan. So, Jonathan Key Kwan could go in guns blazing. And go down in a hail of gunfire. Ian Ziering, who would have had an opportunity to potentially be useful for a change, has
I'm on the move.
managed to luck his way out of that. What can you do with the Shredder rocket? Cannot shoot it far enough to destroy anything but the one item in the spacecraft we do not want to destroy. Well done, Ian Ziering.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
So let's just advance up to this log then and see if we can just
Come
get some Overwatch. Maybe do something useful with that. Tariq's going to dash yet again. Sun Kang is actually going to Overwatch where he's at. We're going to try and draw these sectoids to us. Amanda Bynes is going to reposition behind that tree and also go on Overwatch. And that just leaves Nicki Minaj, who's going to hunker down. Oh, sorry. Jonathan Key Kwan.
On my way.
None of these sectoids are on Overwatch. Oh, so Jonathan Key Kwan just going to go ahead and take the opportunity to straight up spawn an outsider as well. Nicely done. So, why don't you go cover Nicki Minaj then?
Heading to that location.
Dominic Purcell and the Dr. Ann Glass Memorial Shotgun have nothing to offer here. I'll actually think Jonathan Key Kwan has the Memorial Shotgun. So mine linking. Sectoid's going to take a shot probably at Nicki Minaj. Yep. She's in full cover and hunkered down, so she should be okay. Or she's going to get mind frayed. At least she didn't panic. And she's got her tack armor on, so that won't result in a wound. Maybe that pulled her out of hunker down? Not entirely sure what the sectoids are up to here. Another mind fray. Well, that's the last of Nikki's armor. And we're gonna get a whole truckload of Overwatch.
Negative.
That's okay, you did negative damage, Ian Ziering, but Amanda Bynes shot him right in the ear. The ear? Why the ear? I fucked it up, kinda. Nicki Minaj, you are the world's worst shot. That's unbelievably terrible.
Heading to that location.
I don't want to blow up these flight. We need this stuff. Ian Ziering can only see one guy, and he has a terrible shot at him. Where is Dominic Purcell? All right, Purcell, you're gonna have to do something here.
Already there.
Get your ass in gear. If you were already there, you would have already been there, and I wouldn't have had to dash you. He's not gonna have a shot from there. Sun Kang also gonna have to dash, actually.
Moving out.
Grenades are his only useful bit. The guy has one useful skill. So Overwatch. I'm actually considering having all of these guys go on Overwatch.
Moving out.
If we can just get an angle with Amanda Bynes, she might have a squad sight shot. Oh, she can actually just straight up see a couple. Let's shoot at that guy. Amanda Bynes will likely deliver. She's been pretty clutch. Once again, proving what she knows what she's doing. I have Ian Ziering with one terrible shot. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. What a surprise! Ian Ziering failed. Wow, who'd have thought?
Eyes on the prize.
You know what, Nicki Minaj? Why don't you just suppress that guy?
X-ray locked down.
Jonathan Keyquan, you get to that meld on a run and gun. Yep, that's exactly what you're gonna do, Jonathan
Going in for the
Keyquan.
kill.
We need meld, so
Let's do this.
just hope there's nobody in there on Overwatch, or you're gonna get shot in the neck.
What we're looking for.
So run and gun with Jonathan Keyquan gets us 3 meld and a 100% flank shot.
X-ray.
So Jonathan Keyquan coming up huge on that turn, and those sectoids can't get anywhere near Quan because he will gun them down with brutal mercilessness. His close quarters combat will fug him up. Looks like the sectoids want none of Jonathan Keyquan. That's a pretty wise decision, actually. Nice to see Ian Ziering has a chance to blow up the alien reactor with his rocket. We actually just want to draw that Overwatch, so we're going to send Dominic Purcell in to do his one job. Well, we gave you one job, Dominic Purcell, and you did it. So I'm not going to complain. You know what? You're going to flashbang these guys. Or you're not. Because we gave you 2 jobs, and 2 jobs was one more job than you could handle. Take a terrible shot and hollow target someone. Hopefully you can spot at least and maybe give Amanda Bynes a chance. Yeah. Alright, so Bynes is going to deliver. Amanda Bynes may be crazy as shit, but if there's one thing that she is, it's consistent. I mean, sure, she's consistently crazy, but she is consistent. Kang has hollow targeting. We're going to actually fire him up. Thank you for destroying the one thing I didn't want to destroy on the last shot of the mission, Song Kang. I would have rather that you shot yourself in the foot. Oh, my troopers. Seriously. You guys are why I drink. I mean, seriously, when you come into my office and you see me quickly scoop that bottle of Maker's Mark into my drawer and hide the glasses in the trash can, it's because of you. You are why I'm forced to do that. Hey, at least nobody died. Our rookie did not get a kill, so likely did not level. But, well, what are you going to do? Kit's back on duty. That's the most positive thing to happen on this mission. Our alloy Shiv came back on duty. That's right, Michael. I am back and ready prepared. I will turbo boost into combat at a moment's
Please
notice.
express my gratitude
Thank
to
you,
our
Kit.
troops, Commander.
For
In
what?
recovering additional meld from the field, they've provided the means for us to expand our development programs.
Like that's the first time we've gotten meld. Actually, Tariq did get a promotion. Good. We gave him one job, he did the one job, and apparently that was good enough for a promotion, despite the fact that his kill-to-mission ratio is unbelievably horrid. You're real bad at your job, Dominic. Real bad. You know what? I'm going to give you Sprinter. You are not fast enough. I would much prefer you have low profile, but sorry, you're just not getting it done. And finally, lock and load for Wesley Snipes. He will finally get the ability that I've assumed that he has for like the last 9 missions. Although Sharpshooter is interesting. This does, the only reason I'm looking at it is because it has +3 aim, and Wesley's aim is a little lower than I would like. It would also give him a just bonus crit. His crit's actually already pretty good, but +10 aim against enemies in full cover, which he frequently... Nah, you know what? Lock and load is just too good to not take. It's too good to not take it. Hey, Tariq even got... Alright, fantastic. That worked out perfectly then. Malika Tariq even became the subclass we were hoping for, so she's going to be a field medic. And based on her stats, honestly, Tariq... not going to be a whole hell of a lot of good for much else, so we're going to go full-on support medic with Tariq. Although, of course, she'll be getting a new name and some other persona on our next mission. But for now, we said we wanted to level a medic, and we got that delivered. We also picked up some meld, which is not shameful. We desperately need some. Not that we got a lot of meld, because we picked up 6, which is less than I would have liked. And thanks to Sung Kang, we exploded a power source, which we only have a few of. We actually have quite a few flight computers, but not nearly enough power sources. So, thanks for blowing up the wrong thing, Sung Kang. And seriously, you're an engineer, dude. I expect better from you. I know you have the repair skill, but it's not like you can fucking patch that up now, is it?
There must be some way to get into that base. I wonder what Dr. Shen has in mind.
Why on God's earth would you wonder what Dr. Shen has in mind? Seriously, therein lies madness, wondering what that man is thinking. The reason I came here, gonna visit the gray market very quickly, just sell that damaged UFO component before I forget that we have it. So, $30. Of course, if you had not blown it the shit apart, it would have been worth twice as much, Sung Kang. Shithead. Anyway. Transaction complete. And with that done, then we'll go ahead and wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support means a lot. And if you like more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.